Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. This is number 20 for me. So, first off, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Cheers to you. Appreciate everyone that subbed. This is just my smash beer. Sometimes you're not in the mood for what everyone else is having. Kind of like that saying. But anyhow, I'm going to cut over to quick garden update, show one more quick update, and then I will be back with you guys. Here's a quick garden update. Yeah, you can see I definitely got to do some more weeding, but a lot of that's not really part of the garden there. I still probably will clean it up. You can see those tiny little tomato plants that had died, they've come back strong. I need to put some cages on them. Jalapenos are doing fantastic. You can see they're definitely getting pretty big. I probably should clip those pretty soon. So I will probably do that in the next week. Got the rhubarb here. Oh, you can see there's some beetles on it. I'll probably have to do something about that. I don't know if you guys have recommendations for that, but it does look like the leaves are getting chewed up a little bit. So here's my pepper plants. It's quite windy out today, so sorry if you're having a hard time hearing me. Pepper plants are doing pretty well. You can see the strawberry over there are doing fantastic. They're definitely, you can see some strawberries down there. And you can see they're starting to shoot off too, so I have a feeling I'm going to have a mess of them soon. And then I already gave you guys a separate hop update. Here's my Centennial. It's doing real well. And then I showed you guys the Cascade, shooting up the fence, going all over the place. Got one that's already shot all the way across. So even in here I need to get all this weeded, but again, the rhizomes are in a pretty clean area. But that's a real quick update, and let me know what you guys think about this rhubarb, because it does look like the beetles are getting to this. I haven't really seen the beetles hit anything else. Maybe it's just because these are big and leafy. So other than that, I think the garden's doing real well. So that's about it for this. Hey, one more thing I thought I'd show you guys. I've been pretty big into cycling, so this is the other thing I've been doing a lot of lately, since it's the Tour de France. In honor of that, I've been picking up my cycling a lot more. And I'll get back and tell you guys the story of that in a few minutes. Just thought I'd show off my bike. I probably have never showed this to you guys before, so there you go. Alright, so I showed you guys my garden update and a quick picture of my bike. As far as the garden goes, if any of you guys have any advice on those beetles on my rhubarb, I'd appreciate it. And let me just talk a few more things. I looked at my log, and I haven't brewed a beer in over a year. And as I've been talking in my videos, it's just due to I don't have my kegging set up yet. I don't have a burner for my new keggle I just converted. And until I get that set up, I'm just going to keep drinking what I have in reserve. And I definitely do miss brewing, and even if I have to go 6 or 8 weeks without brewing a batch, as much as I miss it, I don't really want to do it until I get set up to where I can actually keg one. I'm just getting kind of tired of bottling, so maybe after I keg a few, then it won't be such a big deal to go back and bottle some, but that's basically the story on that. But back to my bike. Basically, I used to do, a couple of years ago, I got really big back in 2010. You can kind of see this shirt. This was my first ever triathlon. I got hooked on triathlons pretty hard. Hit 2010, I did probably 3 triathlons. 2011 came along. I hit my training really, really hard, and I decided to do a half Ironman. And I was out with doing a training ride one day with a bunch of people. We were doing a 50-mile ride, and lesson learned. I was really sick for 4 days straight. Then instead of just canceling my ride, which I should have done, I went on my ride about 30 miles or so into it. I didn't realize how dehydrated I was. I drank water pretty hard that whole morning up into it, but I had 4 days straight of being really sick, and a little over 30 miles into my ride, I blacked out. Went over my handlebars, smashed up this whole part of my face, knocked out teeth, skinned up my chest, my arms, my legs, did everything like that. So, lesson learned. If you're ever sick, just think about your dehydration. Anyhow, that's past history. That was 2 years ago. And I had knee surgery that year too, so it set me back. Lack of motivation from exercising, all that stuff, set me back a good year and a half. So, but one thing I wanted to do last year, but since I was still recovering, was every year for the Tour de France. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of mapmyride.com, mapmyrun.com, those sites. Mapmyride.com does a contest every year where you cycle every single day the Tour de France cycles, and then you take a rest day when they take a rest day. And as you know, that race is absolutely brutal, so I've been out cycling 20 to 30 miles a day every day that they cycle. It's nothing compared to what they do, but it's still a pretty good amount for me. So still got 12 days left in that, but that's just a quick update on that. Just wanted to show off the bike. I know I'd never shown that to you guys before, so anyhow, cheers to all you guys that cycle out there, ride bikes, all that good stuff. Just stay safe and remember to hydrate. Not this kind of not this kind of hydrating either, unless you're done. But I've been doing my best to watch your guys' videos. Another reason why I haven't been brewing, my son and daughter have been in baseball and softball camps. They're in swimming. I've been working a lot. I've been cycling. I've been doing all that kind of stuff. So brewing's been taking a back burner. I'm hoping in a couple weeks to finally buy the burner I need. And if my bonus comes through at work, then I'm just going to go ahead and pull the trigger and get a CO2 tank and a couple picnic taps and a regulator and everything. So maybe sometime in the next month or so, I will brew either my hopped Centennial Blonde or my smash beer again and dry hop it and then keg it. So anyhow, I don't want to ramble on too much since I don't have a lot to say about brewing right now. I'm going to keep watching yours. I've left a lot of comments. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. And I will talk to you guys soon.